Nigri, ni, Mwanzo. Woe is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. In the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name means go with us. Matthew 1:23. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, N-I-G-R-I-T-I-A, which means land of the gods. T Swahili, Tower of Babel, man's first tongue. Amani kutoka yu, peace from above. Saba. Today is the seventh day. Fugaha wa Sabasiku. Happy seventh day. Welcome to Black TV, where I expound upon our foreparents and the things that they do and the connection that they have to go to God. And where I am and teach knowledge. I teach Book of Life. Kidabucha, Uzima, where I read from the New Testament of Emmanuel, Agano, Jipya, Emmanuel, where I'm reading from the Epistole of Paul, the Apostole to the Colosians, chapter 2. For I want you to know what a great conflict I have for you and those in Laodicea, and for as many as have not seen my face in the flesh, that their hearts may be encouraged, being knit together in love, and attaining to all riches of the full assurance of understanding, to the knowledge of the mystery of gods, both of the Father of fathers and of Emmanuel, in whom are hidden all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. Now this I say, lest anyone should deceive you with persuasive words. For though I am absent in the flesh, yet I am with you in spirit, rejoicing to see your good order and the steadfastness of your faith in goals. As you therefore have received Emmanuel the teacher, so walk in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith as you have been taught, abounding in it with thanksgiving. Beware lest anyone cheat you through philosophy and empty deceit, according to the tradition of men, according to the basic principles of the world, and not according to Emmanuel. For in him dwells all the fullness of the Godhead bodily, and you are complete in him who is the head of all principalities and power. In him you were the circumcised with the circumcision made without hands, by putting all the body of the sins of the flesh by the circumcision of Emmanuel, buried with him in baptism, in which you also were raised with him, though through faith in the working of God, who raised him from the dead. And you entombed with him, yeah, because he was not buried. Emmanuel was not buried, he was entombed. He was not buried. That's where they, once again, manipulating the words. Again, entombed with him in baptism, in which you also were raised with him through faith in the working of God, who raised him from the dead, and you being dead in your trespasses and the uncircumcision of your flesh, he has made alive together with him, having forgiven you all trespasses, having wiped out the handwriting of requirements that was against us, which was contrary to us, and he has taken it out of the way, having been nailed it to the tree, having disarmed principalities and powers. He made a public spectacle of them, triumphing, triumphing over them in it. So let no one judge you in food or in drink, or regarding a festival or a new moon or Sabbath, which are a shadow of things to come, but the substance is of God. Let no one cheat you of your reward, taking delight in false humility and worship of angels, intruding into those things which he has not seen, vainly puffed up by his fleshly mind, and not holding fast to the head, too, from whom all the body, nourished and knit together by joints and ligaments, grows with the increase that is from God. Therefore, if you died with Emmanuel from the basic principles of the word, why, as though living in the world, do you subject yourselves to regulations? Do not touch, do not taste, do not handle, which all concern things which perish with the using, according to the commandments and doctrines of men. These things indeed have an appearance of wisdom in self imposed religion, false humility, and neglect of the body, but are of no value against the indulgence of the flesh. Hmm, interesting. Again, as I teach one more time, like right there, chapter 2, verse 6, as you therefore have received teacher Emmanuel, so walk in him. But that's not what yours says. See, that's why they were allowed to put that there one more time. Mine says, see, teacher Emmanuel. See right there? Teacher Emmanuel. See, because that's what Emmanuel was and is. One more time, the teacher. As I keep telling y'all, you can not pay attention, just like uh verse 12, buried with him. No, he was not buried. That's why they, one more time, pay attention to the words. Where did they just say that at? Just said that about the words. Be careful about the words, because that's a Beware lest anyone cheat you through philosophy and empty deceit, according to the traditions of men, according to the basic principles of the world, and not according to Emmanuel. See, one more time. I teach you about how to understand our big brother Emmanuel. That's what this is about. When you start understanding Emmanuel, then you get closer and closer connected to God. Because Jesus is their God. Let them have their God, Jesus. Jesus is Jesus. The first letter you see is J. If I ask you what's the first letter in Jesus, you're gonna say J. If I ask you the first letter in Jesus, you're gonna say J. Both of those words, you're gonna tell me what you see, but you're not allowed to say what you see. I, on the other hand, am allowed to say what I see because Jesus is their God. That's why I am allowed to correct the book of life. Excuse me. I'm allowed to correct my book because that's my handwriting. That's my writing. This is my book. The God showed me how to read the book of life, how to teach the book of life. One more time. You can go ahead and believe in Jesus if you want to. It's on you. I'm not going to tell you how to believe, what to believe. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm not going to do. It's on you. If that's what you want to believe in, it's on you. One more time. Mine said Emmanuel because I'm reading the book of life. Just like 12. Mine said entombed. 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 Because that's what he was. He was not buried. See, one more time. Beware. Beware. Lest anyone cheat you through philosophy and empty deceit. That's you can't cheat me because I'm already knowing that my big brother was not buried. He was placed in a tomb. So he would be entombed. See, they put that buried there so they can make you be talking about, oh, he was dug up from a grave. Not Emmanuel. Not Emmanuel. Emmanuel was placed in the tomb. He was entombed. And he's telling us about, so let no one judge you in food or in drink or regarding a festival or a new moon or Sabbath. In other words, notice that you are a man, mortal man. See, oh man, you ain't supposed to be eating that. Oh man, you ain't supposed to be doing this. Oh man, you ain't supposed to. No. No. I pick and choose as to how I wish to do what I want to do. See, I'm the one that picked and chose to follow the lead of the Israelites, and they are taught to not eat scavengers. I, wishing to be acknowledging that I am Israelite, I don't eat scavengers. But I grew up eating scavengers. Scavengers didn't kill me. Scavengers wouldn't kill me now. But I choose not to because I have the choice. One more time. Having the choice, just like you said, don't let nobody judge you. Acknowledging that you should be able to do, just like it said. Therefore, verse 20, therefore, if you die with Emmanuel from the basic principles of the world, why, as though living in the world, do you subject yourself to regulations? Do not touch, do not taste, do not handle. Me. Don't let nobody tell you how to do what you know you're supposed to do. Your knowledge will lead you to these things. 23. These things indeed have an appearance of wisdom in self-imposed religion, false humility, and neglect of the body, but are of no value against the indulgence of the flesh. See, that's what we, as the chosen, UniSon people of Israel, one more time. See what it say, UniSon equals Emmanuel equals gold. In unison, the Israelites shouted, and the walls of Jericho came tumbling down. Emmanuel, go with us. Emmanuel, go with us. Emmanuel, go with us. And the walls of Jericho came tumbling down because they seeded it up one more time. And there you throw on the May 431. My forefathers guaranteed me because he said so. Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Yaakov, Israel. Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Israel. One more time. It's 4, but it's really 5. Because Jacob constitutes 2. He said you ain't Jacob no more. You are now Israel. But he was still Jacob. But he was now Israel. Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Yaakov, Israel. Free your mind. And as for Father, the kingdom of heaven is within. Knowledge, Emmanuel. By seeding thee up to grow the goals. And he will definitely seeded you in your face because you are acknowledging his begotten son, his perfect man. One more time. Emmanuel is Matthew 1:23, Acts 4:12, Ephesians 4:13, Philippians 2:9. Emmanuel. One more time. Free your mind. Ask for Father. Seated it up to all the wall. And when those people tell you about their God, Jesus is God, Allah is God, Buddha is God, let them know, okay, cool, that's your God. Jesus is your God. I'm allowed to say what I see. I can't help that you can't say Jesus. I know what you see and you know what you see. It's not my problem that you can't say Jesus. That's not on me. But my big brother, Emmanuel, whose name ain't going with us, is a guarantee for me to get to see go to goals. Because my big brother is a world only perfect man. One more time. Go to God placed him. Bam. Man opened the door for him to come forth. But he's the perfect man. And I am a reflection of the perfect man. I am a reflection of the Tuskegee Airmen, the only pilots on the face of this earth who lost not one airship. I must say again, the only pilots on the face of this earth who lost not one airship. That would mean they are perfect. And I acknowledge their perfection because I am a reflection of them. In other words, I brag on them when I say I am a reflection of perfection. God told me, see they did your forefathers and acknowledge their accomplishments as you brag on yourself. But you're not bragging on yourself. You're bragging on them. And those who have knowledge will understand. He ain't bragging on himself because they listening. They're listening. They're not hearing me. All they do is talk about itself. All they do is talk about itself. When I say I'm a reflection, I'm not talking about me. I didn't say I'm the beginning. I am the reflection of perfection. Trip, C's, trip, C's, trip, C's, cool, calm, collected, whole wide world. Neely, ni, Mwanzo, gold is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, in the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name is go with us, in the name of the true motherland, Nigeria, Nigeria, which means land of the golds. Kiswahili, Tower of Babel, man's first tongue. Amani Kutoko, Juku, peace from above. In the name of Emmanuel, choices. Be a part of their concept of life, Jesus, or be a part of reality, Emmanuel. Emmanuel. I am Emmanuel.